All right, guys, welcome back to more ignorance in basketball. Now, let's just get this out of the way. I am a Suns fan, not just a Suns fan, but the leader of a small but growing Suns cult. And watching my team not make a single fucking move made me feel like the shy kid at the dance when all of my friends are cool and they're all dancing with their crushes, and I'm too shy. I just have to sit punch and cry in the bathroom and call my mom and have her come pick me up. That's what this trade deadline felt like. So just know that that's what I'm dealing with. And I'm just going to try to be as objective as humanly possible and talk about all the cool kids that got to dance with their crushes while I didn't. And that's all good. But let's just get into it because this fucking trade deadline was brazy. A lot of shit happened. I think we were all expecting a lot of shit to happen. I didn't think it was all going to happen within the last hour and a half, but that's what happened, and it's all good. So let's get into it. First move of the night, Vucevic to the Bulls. Now, Bulls fans, let me know how you guys feel about it. You got Al-Farouq Aminu, who me and a close friend of mine call Slobbermouth, only because he drools all the time. And it's like, are you a dog? Are you a person? You got to figure it out before you become an NBA player. But he didn't. And I can respect that. Okay, because that's fucking innovative as shit. The guy can't even control drool, but he's in the NBA. That's props. So, Bulls fans, how do you feel? Now, I'm not even really going to bring up Magic fans because you guys just abandoned ship. Anybody over the age of fucking 23, you gone. We're starting from scratch. And you know what? I kind of respect that because you guys have been like the 10th to the 8th seed for I don't even know how many fucking years. You lose in the first round. You're over it. You're like, fuck this. We're starting from scratch. And I can respect that. I really can. So, dude, this is so out of order, but whatever. I tried to find everything on one page because I was tired of fucking flicking through shit. Flicking through shit? I was tired of searching for everything on my phone on Twitter and stuff. So, Washington Post, this is what we're using. Let's talk about another huge fucking trade. The Rockets got Oladipo. Oladipo? It's definitely Oladipo. And Oladipo, I'm so sorry for the disrespect. I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck about how to pronounce your name because you're not on the Sun, so I'm sorry. But it's fuck you energy. And you're a competitor, and I think you can appreciate my attitude, and maybe we'll become best friends in like 10 years. Who knows? Who knows? But let's talk about this trade. So it didn't really seem like the Heat gave up a lot, but I remember from, just being a millennial and being on the internet, as I do, everybody kept saying that Oladipo's trade stock has been dropping a lot. I guess he hasn't been the typical Oladipo we remember from like 3 years ago because of injuries and all that shit. I mean, it makes sense. And he is on the last year of his deal, so you're just kind of renting him for half a season. So they only gave up Avery Bradley, who I didn't even know fucking played on that team. I have not seen him play a second. Not like I'm watching Heat games like that, but does he even play? I don't know. I literally just watched the Heat game and he wasn't there. Kelly Olynyk and a first-round pick. Swap. So it's not even a fucking pick. I mean, that's not bad for Oladipo. Didn't really lose much. So, Heat fans, how are you feeling about that? Are you optimistic? Are you maybe you're big Kelly Olynyk fans and you're like, what the fuck, man? I miss Kelly Olynyk. I want him back. I don't know how you guys feel because I'm not a mind reader. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Okay, I'm just going to read this. I didn't even know this happened. I'm literally reading it right now. Wizards trade Mortiz Wagner and Troy Brown to Chicago. I don't even know who the fuck those people are. And I'm just going to move on because I don't even know who you are. No disrespect, but I don't even know who you are. So I'm sorry, but we're moving on. Another trade that kind of pissed me off, really made me feel like the lonely kid at the dance because this is a player I wanted for my team. The Sixers got George Hill. I think was huge. Now, shout out to the Sixers because I know they wanted Lowry, but they got George Hill. Is he Kyle Lowry? No. Okay, I just have to say this. Raptors fans, come for me if you want, but you know I'm being fucking honest. Like 4 years ago, Kyle Lowry was known as the guy. He was like James Harden. He was known as the guy who was fucking ass in the playoffs every year. And then just as soon as they traded what's his face, he was like the playoff god. I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't watch their series like that. I'm a one team guy, you know what I mean? I know what's happening in the NBA, but I'm not going to be the guy that's going to watch every fucking team. I'm just not. It's too much. But as soon as they traded DeRozan, everybody was like, Kyle Lowry is like the guy. And I was like, what the fuck? You guys were just shitting on him like 6 months ago because he fucking averaged 10 points in a goddamn playoff series and was nowhere to be found in Game 7. He was fucking Avatar the Last Airbender in this bitch before the show started when he was stuck in the ice. Duh. Obviously not when he was fucking learning the other elements. Don't be crazy. Okay, Blazers made a move. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know jack shit about Norman Powell. He must be good because they gave up their boy fucking Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. Isn't Powell just another guard? Damn, that's surprising to me. I know Portland fans were big on GTJ. They even have a fucking nickname for the guy. So that's surprising. Let me know, Portland fans, how you guys feel about it. Are you hitting the YouTube highlights to figure out who the fuck Norman Powell is like I'm about to? Or you guys hyped on him? I genuinely don't know. I don't know shit. But he must be pretty good unless the GM just fucking sucks. Because I know Portland fans really fuck with Gary Trent. And Rodney Hood was like injured last year. But he's pretty solid. I mean, he's kind of streaky, but he's good. So let me know how you guys feel about that. The Heat with another move, getting the forward from the Sixers. Am I going to pronounce his name? No, because I don't know how. I keep wanting to say Bielitsa, but I know that's not Bielitsa. I'm not even going to look it up because it's still fuck you energy. But this was a smaller move. He's only averaging 7.2 points, we'll round up 4 rebounds this season. But, you know, He's a shooter. He's shooting 39% from 3, and you can't be mad at that. At least this year. From career, it's 30. So, I don't know. Maybe he's just having a good fucking year. We'll see. Oh, okay. This was a fucking trade nobody talked about. This is in the fine print. The Kings also traded Corey Joseph to the Pistons for DeLon Wright. Oh, that was on Wednesday, so I guess that's why I didn't hear about it. Okay, another big trade. This may have been the biggest trade. The Nuggets got Aaron Gordon. Now, before I even get into this, Celtic fans, are you pissed? You guys made a move, a pretty good move, I think. But Celtic fans, because everybody was like, Aaron Gordon wants to go to the Celtics. The Celtics are the front runner. I'm telling you, every fucking time they say that shit, it never happens. It's just like with the Kyle Lowry shit. It's just like with the fucking Bradley Beal stuff. Oh, Bradley Beal's going to go to the Lakers. Shit never happens. But let's get into the trade. So, okay, so the Nuggets sent Gary Harris, who they've been trying to trade for years. Hilarious. RJ Hampton, who I've heard is like gonna be big. Or not big, but I've heard that at least the coach likes him. He plays hard. He seems like he plays the right way. I'm sure the coach, you know, maybe his chest hurt a little bit having to get rid of RJ Hampton. I know he liked him. I don't know why I know that. I probably just watched some game and they said that shit. I don't know. But for some reason, I know that the coach really liked RJ Hampton. And a 2025 first-round pick for young Aaron Gordon, who is averaging, we'll round up, I'll be nice, 15.6 boards, 4 assists. Pretty good. Now, this is first off, before I get into my opinion, comment how you feel, Denver Nugget fans. I want to know, are you big on Aaron Gordon? Are you excited? Did you like RJ Hampton? I'm guessing you didn't like Gary Harris. I know offensively he hasn't really been there for a minute or really ever. I think they were always just kind of waiting for him to develop a better offensive game, at least like a solid 3-point jump shot. It feels like he never really did that. So probably a good idea to part ways at this point, you know. But this is my thing with Aaron Gordon. Now, am I an Aaron Gordon expert? Fuck no. I barely watched him. I've seen him play like 3 games this season. But from what I've seen, they were all close games for whatever reason. And I will say, they pulled him out. And he hit at least one, he had at least one big play. And every game I watched that was close with him. But this is my thing. I watched him in that Nets game, right? You are 6'10", buff as all hell. We saw you in the dunk contest. We know what you can do. You have Kyrie Irving guarding you at the 3-point line. Why are you doing step-back threes? What the fuck are you doing? Nobody on, and they didn't even have a center in at the time, I don't think. It's not like, the paint was all fucked up and he couldn't do anything. It's like, no, you had a lane. You could have backed him down and fucking dunked on him, and you're doing one dribble pull ups and step back threes and you're 6'10. Now, I'm the kind of person that when I see that, I want to punch my fucking computer. But maybe you guys aren't like that. You guys have Jokic, you're used to bigs who can shoot, but I think we can agree. No, actually, fuck that. When it's time to win, Jokic usually takes it inside. I've seen him do that. He's a very smart player. He's usually making the right decisions, and he's so fucking big. If he wants to score on you, he's got like a 90% chance of scoring on you. Now, when you're doing one dribble pull-ups on guards and you're 6'10", I'm looking at you sideways. I get it. You want to be more than just a big man. You want to work on your handles. That's great. Okay? Do that for the first 3 quarters. But when you're big as fuck, you literally look like you were bred with an animal because you're that big. You don't look human. You need to use your size to your advantage. Now, I will say, I think the Nuggets got better because they didn't really give up a whole lot. I mean, they gave up a pick from 3 years ago, a guy that they were disappointed with, and a young player. Aaron Gordon's 25? He's been in the league for a minute. He has some playoff experience, and it seems like they needed a 4. They needed some more athleticism. So I think they got better, but that's just me bitching and trying to feel better about being the lonely kid at the dance. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but that's my opinion on Aaron Gordon. But at the end of the day, they still got better. So who really gives a shit? Because my team did not get better. And I'm hurt about it, yes. Still, I don't give a fuck. Now, speaking of Magic, another trade they made like right after that. Okay, so another move that the Magic made, they're like, if you're over 23, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. That was the Magic's, we're starting over. We're tired of being the fucking 10th seed every year, over and over and over again, making the playoffs once out of every 3 years if we're healthy, and then getting swept. Or actually, no, they kind of play hard, losing in 6 games. They're tired of it, and I can respect that. So they sent Evan Fournier to the Celtics for just picks. I think it was 2 second-rounders or some shit. If I'm Fournier, I'm feeling a little bit disrespected. I'm saying, bitch, I'm averaging 20 points a game, 3 boards, 4 assists. I'm shooting fucking 38% from 3. And he is getting paid $17 million. That's probably why a lot of teams are like, we're good. But all I get is 2 fucking second-round picks. Not even one first-rounder. That's kind of disrespectful, but Celtic fans, how do you feel? No AG, but you get Fournier. At least you got something. Be grateful is my point. I'm over here the lonely kid. We made no moves. And it's ring season, but this team has holes. I'm not going to be honest. I'm talking about the Suns. We've got holes. So let me know how you guys feel about that. I think he's a solid player. He just beat my fucking team the other night. And he hit some tough shots. He can score from all 3 levels. He's a great shooter, obviously. He's bald, which is weird, but that's just what it is. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Clippers. Now, everybody's known the Clippers have needed a point guard since literally last year, and they've been on the hunt. And they finally made that Rondo shit happen. Everybody wins. Rondo gets his money, Clippers get his point guard, and the Hawks, I don't know what the Hawks get. They get their boy back. They get Lou Will back. He's back home. He can go to all the fucking strip clubs he wants. He can enjoy that strip club buffet. Do they have buffets? I've never been to a strip club. I don't know. I hope not. That sounds really gross. Okay, now the Clippers at 11:48. Shout out to the Washington Post for having all the timestamps. Wow, look at them go. Now the Clippers finally got their fucking point guard. It only took 2 years, but they pulled it off. Good for them, but also fuck off. And they basically just traded Lou Will for Rondo. Now, how do you guys feel about that? Hawks fans. I don't know how much playoff Rondo, or I guess you never got playoff Rondo, regular season Rondo was doing for you. I haven't heard a lot about him from the Hawks, but it's not like I'm watching the Hawks games, let's be real. Are you happy to have Lou Will back? I know that's where he came from. Is he a hero there? Probably not, if I had to guess. I would guess no. But how do you guys feel about that? Now the Clippers, I would say that's an upgrade. From what I've heard Lou Will has fallen off a little bit these past couple of years, especially in the playoffs. And we know how playoff Rondo is. I've always said he's one of the top 10 point guards in the league when he's in the playoffs. Regular season, you're getting fucking 6 points a game. Playoffs, he's fucking locking somebody down. He's fucking barking. He's basically Chris Paul. He's Chris Paul in the playoffs. So shout out to, actually, no, I was going to shout out the Clippers, but fuck off. You're in the way. I'm sorry. I'm a one-team fan. Any team that's in the way of my team, it's fuck you energy. All day, every day. That is how we move as a cult. Those are our rules. Those are the only rules. Okay, one of the last trades I'm going to talk about, Redick to the Mavericks. Now, they didn't give up a whole lot to get him. Let's see who they gave up. James Johnson and Wes, I'm not even going to pronounce that, and a second round pick. And Wes, if you want to take that as a sign of disrespect, do it, because it's always fuck your energy. So, yeah. And then the Mavericks got Redick and Nicolo, I don't know who that is. Meggy? I don't know. Melly? I don't know who the fuck that is. And I'm not going to look it up because it's a sign of disrespect and I want you to feel disrespected. So fuck you. I'm sorry. But this is my thing. Okay, first off, before I give my opinion, Maverick fans, how do you feel? Are you excited? I don't want to ruin your parade, but I'm about to ruin your parade because this is my thing with JJ Redick. As somebody who watched all of his Clipper stint, watched every goddamn game damn near, every playoff game, this is my thing. Regular season, he's going to be injured a decent majority of it because he's old, and now he's even older. Can't play defense for shit. Not a playmaker, not a great passer. And in the playoffs, because he can't create his own shot, he's predictable because he's the type of player that people aren't going to fucking leave him open, at least on purpose. But because he can't create his own shot, he's easier to guard. So really all you have to do is stand with him. If they have a player that can just run through those screens, or if they just decide to trap those screens, he's not good enough to really pass out to whoever's open, like quick enough to really affect the other team. They're going to expose him on defense. And like I said, he's not a playmaker, so his offense is really limited. And if he's just missing that day, he's basically fucking just dead weight. So that's my thing on Redick. Sorry, Maverick fans, to just kind of shit all over your new player, but I got to keep it real. And another thing, I found it weird that you would try to get Redick. Last year I remember the Mavericks were the number one fucking offense in the league. So to have another shooter who can't play defense seems weird to me, but I'm not watching games like that. So I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't really able to score like you were last year. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, the only like significant difference I can think of is like Seth Curry for what's his face, but I feel like that'd be an upgrade, right? I know he's not the shooter, but he's definitely a better defender. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Because again, I'm not fucking Skip Bayless. I'm not just gonna act like I'm watching your team when I'm clearly not and just spout off bullshit. I don't watch. I'm a one-team guy, so I'm looking to you for guidance. Now, Celtic fans, I found this very odd too. You sent off Daniel Tice to the Bucks to fucking duck the luxury tax? Why? Isn't he like a vital piece to your team? And you don't really have a lot of bigs like that, right? So why send him off? I thought that was weird. They did get Aaron Gordon, but Aaron Gordon's a 4. I mean, fuck, they didn't even get Aaron Gordon. Even I thought they fucking went there. And I just talked about how he didn't. Yeah, that's weird to me. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a bad move. I mean, if you're trying to contend, maybe they've given up and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to get somebody semi-young and give it a shot next year. Seems kind of like that's where they're headed if they're giving up Tice. Maybe the Suns can pick him up. Probably not. But, okay, now let's talk about all the players that did not get traded. Ball, I feel like we all kind of felt like he was staying. I know the Bulls were kind of after him, but because he's a great shooter now, kind of out of nowhere. I know he's been working on his shot and clearly it looks different. Good for him, I guess. Now, after his shot has improved, it makes sense that the Pelicans, which is the worst name in the NBA, want to keep him. He's young. He fits with the offense. You know, he's a great passer, great playmaker, all that shit. Kyle Lowry. Now, that's interesting because the Lakers, the Sixers, and the Heat all were going after him, and none of them got him. They were like, all of your trade offers suck. Heat fans, how do you feel about that? Because I've heard like Tyler Hero was the difference. Now it seems like Lowry wanted to go with the Heat, so maybe he would have re-signed there. If it's like a 1 or 2 year thing, I get why you wouldn't want to get rid of Hero. I'm not watching Hero like that, but do you guys really think he's going to be that good? Because it seems like, from what I've heard, that was a difference between you not getting Harden, and that was a difference between you not getting Kyle Lowry. So are you guys kind of annoyed with that? Do you agree? Let me know what you think. And then Bradley Beal, I feel like, you know, they've been saying he wasn't going to get traded for a while. I believe them, and he did not get traded. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point, it's kind of tough for a contender, like a real contender, to make a big trade for that because you know Bradley Beal is getting paid, and he's a 6'3" shooting guard, kind of undersized. I feel like shooting guard should be 6'5" minimum, and if you are, you should be able to like be a playmaker, you know, because you're not going to be a great defender anything less than 6'5". At least when it comes to switching, maybe you can guard like point guards and shit, but like, you know. So that's my thoughts. Like, who the fuck is Bradley Beal gonna guard if you're really like, let's say you're playing against like the Warriors or some shit. Who's he gonna guard? Klay Thompson? He's too short. Steph Curry? You probably want your best defender on Steph Curry. And I think that is everything. I've covered it all. Again, I feel like the lonely kid at the dance. Am I gonna go cry in my bathroom? I mean, hopefully not, but who knows? Oh, also gotta say, the Nuggets got JaVale McGee too. So what the fuck, man? Now I'm curious what the Nuggets had to give up because that is somebody that my Colt and I have been talking about we wanted. So let's see what the Nuggets gave up. In exchange for the big man, Isaiah Harringstein? I don't know who the fuck that is. And a 2023 second round pick. Number 46. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's it? Some fucking player I've never heard of? Okay. So now I'm looking at James Jones. Like, what the fuck? Because it's not like they gave up a fucking arm and a leg. And JaVale McGee would have been huge for this team. It needs more athleticism and it needs more rim protection. So, Nuggets, I feel like you guys got a lot better. Gordon and McGee? McGee's kind of a dumbass sometimes, but I mean, the man has 3 rings for a reason. And then obviously Gordon. Yeah, they got a lot better today. So I almost said good for them again, but nah, fuck that. And that's everything. So for the members of my cult, I know this day is a little bit dark. We have a chance. I don't want to say we because if we were in the fucking seat, we would have been making moves. Let's be real. We would have been on the phones. Like fucking the Wolf of Wall Street, just making deals happen because that's how the members of my cult operate. But didn't happen, not our fault, not in our control. Now, maybe the Suns will get LaMarcus Aldridge. He said he'll hear other teams out. Maybe Chris Paul's got an excellent fucking sales pitch. Who knows? Cross our fingers and hope for the best because, again, this team needs a goddamn 4. But this video has been long enough. To all of the other teams that are all the other fans of teams who have come to this video, let me know your thoughts about your teams because I'm going to be real. I'm not watching them like that. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you, the members of the cult, tomorrow. Peace.